Hello and welcome to Artist Magic. I'm your host, Megan Kuhar. If you ever find yourself staring at a blank screen, totally frozen, waiting for inspiration to strike, this episode is for you. The phrase when inspiration strikes is one I'd vote to totally remove from our repertoire because I see it as a mechanism for fostering imposter syndrome, which is not much of a syndrome, but more of a ubiquitous experience for all humans, especially for artists and musicians and other creatives. I would venture to say that the majority of artists out there have at some point felt like they were not good enough or not worthy of success. That is the case with all of my clients. I talk a lot about content, and it's true that many people come to me with the initial struggle of being frustrated with promotion and the algorithm. But what I find once they start working with me is that it's not about those things at all. On the surface, yes, it seems like it is. But underneath that surface level struggle is something much deeper that needs to be healed. And it usually comes down to a sense of unworthiness or not enoughness. This is why I have pivoted the way I have, focusing more out loud on this internal healing that needs to happen. Because I don't want to deceive anyone into thinking that when they work with me, they'll come out with a font and color scheme, but no shift in awareness of their mindset. I would be doing a disservice to you and to me by only providing those offers. Healing the subconscious comes first. So, when we use the phrase when inspiration strikes, it's actually harmful for us because it makes us think that inspiration just comes up whenever it wants. That means that when we don't get divine inspiration for days, months, or even years at a time, we feel like failures. Maybe we're not artists anymore. Maybe we're not worthy. Maybe we're not good enough. Have you ever felt that way? Sometimes, yes, inspiration comes to you seemingly out of nowhere. You're shopping at the grocery store and suddenly think of a new melody for a song you're writing. You're in the shower and you can vividly see your next video that you want to make. Or you're driving and suddenly you have a dozen ideas for the next group of episodes of your podcast, which is what exactly happened to me. You have to hurry and get those ideas down before they're gone. Then you feel like you've done something, like you're an artist again, because the inspiration muses came to you. But I have another angle I'd like you to consider. Those moments of inspiration come to you because you were open to receiving them. This happens when you are in flow, because you're more in your subconscious mind than your conscious mind. You're going about your business, so routine that you don't have to really think about it. You grab the soap, you wash your face, when you're in the shower, you're driving, you put the car in drive, you go, go, go. And sometimes it feels like you don't even remember getting to where you were. You just don't remember the journey, right? You aren't taking it step by step. That's when inspiration comes because that's when your conscious mind is no longer inhibiting you from being aware of what's already in your subconscious. If you really want to make more progress in your creativity, your business, or your life, you can't wait until inspiration strikes. You have to beckon it to you. Create those moments of subconscious flow on purpose. Make a routine for yourself that puts you in a state of subconscious flow, but in a place where you can easily hop on a piano or type on a computer or write in your notebook the ideas that come into your conscious mind. So here are some ways to get into subconscious flow on purpose. Number 1, hypnosis. Try my Safe to Be Seen or Sharing Your Voice hypnotherapy recordings. And before you get up from your chair or your bed when you're done, take a few extra deep breaths and start writing down whatever comes into your mind or whatever came into your mind during the hypnotherapy. Number 2, and this is one of my favorite ones, sense, sounds, breathing. I use my diffuser, which is behind me, put on my healing and relaxation playlist on Spotify, and I take some deep grounding breaths. Then I start writing down the messages that I am channeling, because that is channeling. Number 3, oracle cards or tarot cards. I personally use oracle cards to kickstart my own intuition. Once I start a reading, I am able to see things a lot clearer, and this allows me to begin channeling inspiration. And let me tell you, I think it's part of my own like personal gift, but I have never had a reading that didn't make sense. It always brings me a sense of clarity, and it always gives me direction that I needed. Number 4 is to take a walk outside. And this is important that it's outside. If you find inspiration from nature, which most of us do, go outside, take a walk, and bring your phone so you can record voice memos of all of your thoughts. Just talk, like hit record during the whole walk and just talk. Don't worry about how it sounds. Don't worry about what you're saying. Don't worry if you don't make any sense. When you get back inside, open up Google Docs and start the voice typing microphone. You can dictate on Google Docs. So you hit the microphone on your Google Docs, play the voice memo on your phone, and the document on Google will transcribe your memo. And even though it'll be one long run-on sentence, you can start there and begin to hash things out and organize your thoughts. Number 5 is to play music or make art that is fun and easy to do. This is super important. If you are an artist, remember when you were a kid and you started playing music or making art, and you would do things like play your favorite pop songs and sing along, or bust out the Disney songbook, or play that one really easy arrangement of Tchaikovsky, or whatever made you happy. I used to do that all the time. Do that again. Your inner child wants you to play the way that you used to play. And it was fun to do things that were easy because you didn't have to think too hard. Now that you're a mature musician or an artist, you try so hard to do hard things. So stop learning and start playing again. Focus on play. When you do, you'll be able to be back into the subconscious flow of creativity, and you may come up with new ideas. Be ready to record whatever comes to mind. I'd love to know what other hobbies that you have that you can do to get into subconscious flow. For me, knitting is another one. Maybe for you, it's cooking, organizing. There's something that you do that will put you and your conscious mind at rest and bring your subconscious thoughts forward. So experiment and do those things. Practice being with your subconscious mind. And if you want to try hypnotherapy, head to download my free Safe to Be Seen Hypnosis. It's at megan-kuhar.com/signup. That's all for today, everyone. Thank you for listening.